We've talked about middle age, and you've given some numbers there for adults. But older age, does it become more important as we age to take more iodine or less? I'll have you address the spectrum there.
Well, kids need smaller. Kids need smaller amounts of iodine than adults. Kids need more iodine at puberty, particularly girls, and because the first tissue to form in girls at puberty is breast tissue. Breasts are the second or third highest iodine concentration in the human body. You can't have normal breast tissue, breast architecture without iodine. And I mentioned earlier that iodine's needed for the normal architecture of the glandular tissue. So we call this normal architecture. And iodine deficiency, you get cysts forming. If it goes on longer, the cysts become hard and nodular. If it goes on longer, they take a hyperplastic appearance, which is a biopsy under a microscope. And it's a precancerous look to them. And then cancer is the end of that road. And that's been shown in animal test tube and human studies to occur. And the same, different studies have shown iodine can halt and ameliorate this pathway and push it back to a normal architecture. So when kids...
Just jumping in for a quick second, how far down that continuum can somebody go and expect to see either some or total reversal?
I've seen total reversal. I've seen women with breast cancer or thyroid cancer or ovarian cancer who don't want surgery, don't want conventional therapies, just choose a holistic route. Look, does it work in everybody? No. But I've seen them be able to reverse it. That's not, iodine should be used as part of a holistic treatment regimen, not a standalone therapy. But with kids, girls start to, iodine deficiency will really make its appearance in girls at puberty, because their iodine requirements go through the roof at that point. That's when thyroid problems and Hashimoto's will really come out in young girls. So they need iodine going into puberty to have enough for the breast tissue to develop normally. Right now, there are studies that show that U.S. women, 88% of U.S. women under autopsy have signs of fibrocystic breast disease, which is a precursor to breast cancer. And autopsy studies done 60, 70 years ago show 3% of women had fibrocystic breast disease. So what's happened in the intervening time periods? Iodine levels have fallen, toxic alloys have gone up, and we got more breast problems from that. We got more ovarian problems and uterine and thyroid.